to do a Power Vinyasa tonight. We're going to hold some of our poses a little bit longer in between the vinyasas, right? We're going to start in supine with our soles of our feet together. Butterfly legs, so ease your way down gently. Keep the soles of the feet together. And lower the vertebra down one at a time, shoulder and head. And then keeping our hands on top of the thighs, maybe just at the hip joint. Palms are facing the thighs and just resting gently. Taking a few cleansing breaths to start. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Filling the lungs deeply with air and allowing any stale energy, air, or emotion to release through the exhalation. Noticing the contact of our bodies underneath us on the mat as we run through a body scan from head to toe. Getting a sense of the mood of the body, the energy that we're bringing with us to our practice. Noticing the rhythm of our breath. Now, controlling a bit more the breath to equal counts, inhaling and exhaling. Maybe 4 or 5 counts. Noticing where the breath enters the body, the expansion of the ribs, and the exhale all the way to the end. And taking a moment to set an intention for tonight's practice. Perhaps the opportunity just to connect with our bodies, to create headspace, or to work through something that's been challenging us the past few days. Or maybe even to set an affirmation. Bringing our awareness back to the space around us and the palms of our hands on our thighs. We're going to press left to right, starting to sway slightly, bending at the knee. We're pressing the weight of our palms into the inner thigh, maybe shifting the weight left to right, feeling what's happening in the hips and the lower back. Feeling the shifting of the spine as one shoulder blade engages, pressing into the leg. And releasing that, bringing the knees back together and slowly shifting the knees left and then right. Extending the arms wide out from the shoulders. Inhaling, bringing the knees back to center. Exhaling, lowering them to the side. Just getting a sense of how the body feels. Slowly warming up the lower back. Shifting a little bit deeper each time, using the abdomen to bring the knees back to center. Connecting the rhythm of our movement to the rhythm of our breath. We'll do one more on each side. Coming back to center, hugging the knees into the chest. Maybe rocking side to side if that feels good. Go ahead and circle the knees around in one direction, keeping them together. Starting to engage the chest, the arms, and the back. Shifting directions. Good. Coming back to center. Giving a bigger hug, wrapping the arms around the shins, lifting the shoulders and the head off the mat. Curling the chin into our chest. Noticing the equal, steady rhythm of breath. Good. And crossing the feet at the ankles, we're rolling ourselves up and through into all fours. Good. Bringing the hands underneath our shoulders. Sway side to side, starting to get the hips in there. Warming into the lower back. And let's come back to center and do 5 cat-cows, leading with the tailbone, inhaling, looking up, elongating the abdomen, and again leading with the tailbone, curling back in, pressing into the shoulder blades, pressing away from the earth, looking back to the feet. Slow and purposeful movements as we elongate both sides of the body. Passing away. Getting a feeling for pressing into the shoulder blades as we're going to repeat this motion in our planks throughout tonight's practice. And when you're finished, come on back to neutral. Curling the toes under our shins, we're going to press up into down dog and pedal out. Spending a few breaths here. Slowly starting to warm into the back body. Feeling our bodies move through the day, energy and the emotions that we've stacked up in our body. Maybe bending, winding, twisting, feeling what the body might be calling you to do for a movement. breaking up energy, maybe creating a new pattern, shifting the weight slightly differently, maybe even rotating the hips or the feet. Letting go of an expectation of how we should be moving or how we should be looking, and just spending the moment to work out any kinks that we may have. One more breath. And then we come back to center, walking the feet all the way to the top of our mat into our forward fold. Bending the knees slightly, inhaling all the way up to extended mountain. Holding here, gazing up to our hands, palms are pressing together. Gentle back bend. Releasing our right arm down to the side, side bend here. Expanding the ribs laterally, creating space between the ribs and the vertebrae. One more breath. Coming back up to center, bring the palms together again, arching, maybe a little bit deeper into the back bend, gazing up if possible. And then slowly lowering the left hand, and then coming into a side bend over to the left. Again, checking in with the back, sides, elongating the waist, reaching and creating space. One more breath. Last time, come all the way up, palms together, arching the lower back. Gazing up if accessible. Deep breaths in, and then we'll swan dive forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale all the way down, plank here, pressing into the shoulders. Hands are under the shoulders, pressing all the way up into a high plank, engaging the core so the torso is parallel to the floor, pressing into the shoulder blades. Maintaining a steady rhythm of breath here. We can do it when we're calm, but can we do it when we start challenging our bodies? Steady inhale. Matching to the exhale. Lifting the kneecaps while engaging the quadriceps. Good, and we're going to slowly lower down, 8-point touch, so lowering our knees, flattening the feet, lowering our chest and chin. Arching the lower back, keeping the hands at our sides, sticking our butts in the air. One more breath. And into upward facing dog or cobra. Feeling the breath enter the body. We'll reach all the way to the spine. Nice inhale, and then we push up into down dog. Curling the toes. Nice. And go ahead and paddle it out or find stillness if that's what you prefer. Deep breaths in here to reset. And then we'll go ahead and walk our feet back up to the top of our mat. Forward fold. On the inhale, we sweep our arms up. Extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold, and plank again. Press into the shoulder blades. Maintaining our steady rhythm of breath. Gazing down at the floor, neutral neck, you can move it side to side. Lowering down, knees, 8-pointed touch, flattening the feet, drawing the elbows in, chest and chin, stiffen the butt up, gentle back bend. Nice deep breath in, and we press into upward facing dog. Feeling the breath enter into the abdomen, elongating. And on the next exhale, pressing up into down dog. Nice. Pedaling that out or finding stillness. On the next inhale, we're going to lift our right foot off the ground. Coming up on the toes of the left foot, we curl the right knee into our chest. We step through into a lunge. Nice. All the way down, low lunge. Flattening the back foot, extending the front foot. Stretch into the hamstring. Nice and slow, lifting the toes, drawing them back towards the shin. Elongating the spine, lifting the chest through the arms. Continue to pull the toes back, engaging the hamstrings. One more breath. Good. Planting the left hand down. We're going to swing our right foot all the way back. Supported plank. You can keep your foot down or lift it up, extending the arm up, finding whatever suits you today. Kickstanding the back foot out for stability as needed. Pressing the hips forward, reaching high. Planting the right foot back down, coming into a full side plank. So shooting the left foot underneath, scissors if you need, or stacking the feet. Once again, pressing the pelvis forward, reaching the arm up, reaching as tall as we can between the arms. Gazing wherever is most suitable. Adding a side bend with the arm, so upper arm comes over the head as possible. Reaching, reaching. Can we maintain steady rhythm of breath? And come into a rotated full body plank, bringing the right hand back down onto the mat. Well done. Feeling the activation of our entire body. From head to toes, let's do a quick body scan while we balance our breath. Keeping the abdomen engaged. Can we engage any more muscles to better support this pose? 8-pointed touch. Well done. Knees, feet, chest, and chin. Stick the booty up. Yes. Tuck the elbows in. Deep breaths. On the next exhale, exhale, we press up into upward facing dog. Deep breaths in. Upward facing. Holding here. Gentle back bend. Feeling the glutes engage, lifting the chest, pressing the earth away. Next exhale, we come into down dog. Good. Using the breath to power us. Paddle that out. Do the same thing on the other side. On the next inhale, we lift our left foot. Coming up on the toes of the right foot, gazing forward, hugging the left knee into the chest, stepping through low lunge. Flattening the right foot, extending long. Hamstring stretch, lifting the toes. Let's get off of our hands, fists for wrists. So you know what's coming. We're going to plant our right hand down on the mat. We're going to swing our left foot all the way around, planting it on the ground, or lifting up to you, using the right leg as a kickstand as needed, gazing wherever is most comfortable, checking in with the pelvis, engaging the left glutes to press forward, flexing the left foot, reaching tall, maintaining our steady rhythm of breath. Moving the arm over our head, adding a little bit of a side stretch. And now go ahead and lower the back foot, bringing the right foot to meet it. Side plank, stacking the feet or scissors. Checking in with the hips. Pressing them forward. Challenging yourself to your ability today. Remember, there's no competition. There's no judgment. Keeping the hips lifted. 2 more breaths. And then we rotate back to full plank. Well done. Holding full plank, pressing again the earth away into the shoulder blades. Cat plank. Keeping the torso parallel to the floor. Abs are engaged. I don't know about you, but I'm already shaking. Keeping our steady rhythm of breath in these moments that are more challenging. Well done. 8-pointed touch, knees, feet. Bringing the chest and the chin down, sticking the butt out. Catching our breath. And upward facing dog. Or cobra, optional of course. Engaging the glutes, protecting the lower back as we open up the front body. And on the next exhale, back up into down dog. Curling the toes. Oh, yay for that. Pedal it out or find stillness. Pressing the heels towards the earth. Checking in with the breath. And then go ahead and walk the feet all the way back to the top of the mat. We're going to get off of our hands for a moment. Inhaling all the way out, extended mountain. And sinking into chair. Good. Checking in, can we see our toes beyond our knees? Extending the arms up, getting an extra challenge here. Sinking a little bit lower. Maybe even lifting the toes off the mat. And inhale, we come all the way up. Swan dive forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. All the way up. Hands to heart. We'll repeat that, adding our chair in. Exhale, chair. Holding here. Extending the arms, optional. Can we see our toes? Draw the shins back. Try not to fall. Sinking a little bit lower. All the way up we go. Swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do one more. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to plank, sorry to chair. Would be fascinating to see. Extend the arms. See you all flying around on your mats. Sinking a little further. Checking in, keep the toes. Keeping our steady rhythm of breath as we challenge our entire bodies here. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale the plank. And let's hold it through here. Chaturanga, all the way down. Upward facing. And down dog. Good job. Good. Let's run through. So let's walk all the way up. Float or hop. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale the chair. Inhale all the way up. Swan diving forward. Halfway. Forward to plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing. And down dog. Well done. Let's do a couple more of those. Taking a breath in between. Walking or hopping to the front of the mat. Bending the knees. Inhaling all the way up, well done. Chair. Inhale. Swan diving forward. Halfway. Forward. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Down dog. Good. We'll do one more like that. Taking a deep breath in between. And then making your way to the top of the mat when you're ready. Chair. Forward fold. Halfway. Good. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing. And down dog. Yay. Good job. Oh, let's come on down into a child's pose before I throw the next sequence at you. Maybe shift left and right, stretching into the side body. On the next inhale, we'll draw ourselves back up into table, all fours. Back into down dog. Good. And we're going to step our way into warrior one. So lifting the right leg off the ground. Coming up on the toes, the left foot, crunching in all the way up. Warrior one, planting the back foot 90 degrees. Bringing the hands together. Equal balance of strength between both legs. Gazing up as possible. Of course, option to bring the arms down in front and behind the body around the hips. coming into a power warrior here. Clasping our hands behind the back, lowering into a humble warrior, maybe pressing the right foot out to the edge of the mat, lowering inside while keeping the hips forward facing, pressing the back foot into the mat. The back foot is not lifting off onto the side. We're going to flow through these two poses. So on the inhale, we lift the torso. And on the exhale, we lower, hinging again, keeping that back foot planted. Good. Inhaling, warrior one. Exhale, humble warrior. Option here to lift the arms all the way up. Finding a flow that suits you to the rhythm of the breath. Feeling the activation of the legs. We'll do two more. Good. Holding humble warrior here. And then once we've got our stability, we're going to try and lift our back foot off the ground into warrior three. Maintaining steady hips squared to the mat. Bring your hands into heart center. Lowering the left hip so that the foot is flexed and the toes are pointing down towards the earth. Finding somewhere to gaze at, checking in with the breath. And we're maintaining a steady rhythm. Come into a single leg split here. Bringing the hands down, chin to chest, lifting the left foot as high as possible. Still keeping the hips squared. And bring the left foot in to meet the right. Forward fold, vinyasa. Inhale up. Oh. Exhale, chair. Inhale up. Swan dive forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plank vinyasa through the chaturanga. Pressing the elbows forward, tucking the elbows into the sides. Upward facing. And down dog. Yay. Oh, enjoy the few breaths in between here. Notice any difference in the sides of the body, different sensations. One more breath. And then on the next inhale, we'll lift our left foot off the mat. Squaring the hips, coming up on the toes of the right foot, gazing forward, stepping into warrior one. Planting the back foot, 45-degree angle, inhaling all the way up, holding here. Checking in with the strength of both legs, hips are forward facing. We're drawing the thighs together, engaging the right butt, lifting our chest. Finding a placement for the hands where most comfortable. And now power lunge here. Making sure the back foot is firmly planted. Finding our grounding and our stability, interlacing the hands, clasping, humble warrior. Maybe walking the left foot out a little bit. And when you're ready, go ahead and inhale, lift up. And exhale, humble warrior. Adding the arms in at any time you might be ready. Calm strength. Feeling the muscles activate. Maintaining a flat back. Let's do 2 more. Holding humble warrior here. And when you're ready, go ahead and lift the back foot off the ground. Warrior 3. Using the strength of that left leg. Checking in with the right hip, lowering it so that the toes are pointing to the floor. Once you've found your stability, go ahead, bring the hands to heart center. And single leg split, bringing the hands down to the mat, chin to chest, lifting the right leg off the mat. Keeping the hips squared. And let's bring the right foot in to meet the left. Inhaling, extended mountain vinyasa. Chair. Woo, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Forward fold. Go ahead, plank. Vinyasa, optional of course. Pressing the earth away, lowering down, chaturanga. Upward facing. And down. Lovely. Pedal that out. Pressing the earth with 1 foot at a time. Checking in. How do we feel? Are we feeling any differently than when we began our practice today? Maybe reflecting on the intention we set at the beginning. And then let's lower down into child's pose, grabbing a sip of water as needed, bringing the knees wide this time. Yeah, and get off of the hands. Good, we have one more flow. Enjoy the break. Reset. Shifting or finding stillness as needed at this point in the practice. And bringing the knees back underneath us, inhaling into all fours. Coming back up into down dog. Inhale. Curling the toes, down dog. Nice. One breath here. Inhaling, lifting the right leg off the ground. Coming up on the toes of the left, gazing forward into crescent lunge. Staying nice and high this time, up on the back toes. Inhale. Finding our stability, finding our grounding, lifting the torso, reaching for the sky. Lowering the arms, shoulder height, rotating, open. Lifting the left knee with the thigh engaged. Pressing the foot into the mat. Can we activate the entire body while steadying our breath? Inhaling, lifting the arms over the body. And one more time into warrior three. So lifting forward, shifting our weight, keeping our hips square to the mat. Good. Flexing the left foot. We're going to bring the left foot all the way through the front into a 90-degree angle. Right. And then back into warrior three. Bring the leg all the way through, straight leg this time. And warrior three. Penduluming this a couple more times. Controlling in the hips. Good. Keeping that foot flexed. One more. And sticking back into crescent lunge. Well done. All the way up. Oh. Warrior two. Open up. Tucking the pelvis underneath us. Good. Gazing over the front hand. Checking in with our stability. And our breath. Inhale. Palm up. Reverse warrior. Opening up the side body, noticing any areas of tension in the lower back. Gazing up as possible, tucking the glutes under the body. Good. Side angle, lowering our forearm onto our thigh, reaching the arm up over our bodies, tucking our left glute forward. Maybe bringing the arm over our heads if you want an extended stretch of the side body. Breathing deeply. Reverse triangle, straightening the front leg. Deep breaths in, exhaling into triangle. Staying in the side body, maintaining engagement of the left glute, pressing the pelvis forward, reaching over the body or over the head or behind the back, whichever is most comfortable. Rotating the torso back towards the floor, bending the front leg. Back into our plank vinyasa, optional. Otherwise, meet us in down dog. Great. And take your few breaths in between. Inhaling, lifting the left foot off the mat. Coming up on the right toes, gazing forward. Back into our crescent lunge. Inhaling, arms up. Elongating the sides, the waist. And opening over the lunge leg rotation, looking over the back shoulder, lifting the right kneecap as we engage the thigh muscle. How much more can we activate our bodies? Good. Inhaling, sweeping our arms back up over the body. Reaching tall. Gentle back bend. Steady breath. Good. And when you're ready, we'll float into warrior three. Lifting our back leg off the mat last time, keeping our hips squared, pointing and flexing the toes. And then bringing the right leg all the way through, 90 degrees. Ha-ha, keeping that foot flexed. Good. Back into warrior three. Again, 90-degree leg. And then let's try with a straightened leg. Keeping the leg straight, pendulum it forward and back, keeping our hips nice and steady. Good, calm strength. One more. And then we work our way back into crescent lunge. Good. Warrior two. Well done. Great. Tucking the hips underneath, gazing over the front hand. Lovely. Congratulating ourselves for making it this far. Deep breaths. Rotating our front hand, inhaling, reverse warrior. Good. Checking in with the side body. Side angle, come on over. Windmilling the arms. Bring the arm up over the body or the head. Checking in with the side body. Engaging the right buttocks. Pressing the hips forward. Good. Next inhale, straightening out that front leg, reverse triangle. Gazing up towards the palm of the hand as possible. And on the next exhale, we'll come forward, triangle pose. Good. Staying in the side body, allowing the left hand to fall where it will, supported as needed. And then finding a placement for the arm. Rotating the torso back to the mat, bending the front knee. Let's come up one last time. Mountain pose. Chair. All the way up. Forward fold. Swan diving. Halfway flat back. Forward folds. And stepping back into plank. Good. Holding here. One last time, checking in with our breath, running through a body scan from head to toe. Noticing the activation of our entire body and the steady rhythm of breath. Bringing our awareness to how we hold this pose naturally. Building our muscle memory in a way that will strengthen and support us. Channeling our energy, using it to calm our nervous system. 3 more breaths. One more. Lowering into chaturanga. Upward facing. And down dog. Well done. Good. Let's lower all the way into all fours. Crossing our ankles and coming onto our butts. Extending the legs long, staff pose. Grabbing a towel if needed. Good. Inhaling, reaching all the way up, flexing the feet, toes are pointed up. Exhale, hinging forward. Letting the arms fall naturally. Passive staff pose here. We're not reaching, we're just allowing our torsos to hinge at the hips, keeping the feet flexed. Chins are tucking into our chests. And just allowing gravity to take hold as we sink deeper into the pose with each exhalation. Noticing the breath reset as the stress releases from our bodies. Inhale, we lift our torsos all the way up. Bringing the feet together, soles of the feet, tucking them in, close to the body. And again, we're doing a passive forward fold. So allowing the hands to fall naturally, maybe walking them out in front of us, allowing the legs to fall open, butterflying as needed, depending on how tight you may be feeling. This may be as far as you can go, that's fine. Again, no expectation, just honor the state of our bodies. Inhaling, lifting our torsos, extending the feet a little bit wider. And once again, allowing ourselves to lower into it, maybe wrapping our arms around if that feels comfortable. Or even behind the back if you would like an extra wrist stretch. Rounding into it, filling the lungs with air, getting a deep massage along the spine. And on the inhale, we'll roll the vertebrae, stacking one at a time, stacking the feet as well, either wide or knees on top of one another. And let's go ahead and do a gentle side bend. So same leg, same arm, and coming over into a side bend, walking the hand out, supporting, keeping the sit bones firmly planted on the mat underneath us. Maybe moving around, opening up on the inhalation, rounding on the exhalation. See what the body needs. Micro movements sometimes can break up tension that we don't know we have until we start moving around. One more breath. And then we'll lift all the way back up. Reset. And switch our legs. Good. Stacking the arm. And walking the fingertips out, keeping the sit bones firmly planted. And again, if you'd like to move around, feel free. Just listening to the body, moving how it needs. our breath. And we reset. Bringing our hands to heart center. Taking a moment to come back to our breath. A moment to give thanks and to fill our minds and hearts with gratitude, not only for the opportunity to practice in our community, but the strength of our bodies and our minds to get us here to the mat, to spend 1 hour with ourselves and one another. Congratulating ourselves and with big smiles on our faces, we bow to our efforts. Thank you for joining. Namaste.